let's talk about your existing holdings. As I mentioned in the intro, now worth around $10 billion. You have paper gains of about 70% or so, which a lot of people would like to see that sort of return. At any point, would you sell? When would it make sense to take profits there?
Well, I've famously said I'm going to be buying the top forever. Bitcoin is the exit strategy. It is the strongest asset. So what we see right now is the Bitcoin has just emerged as $1 trillion asset class. And it's alongside names like Apple and Google and Microsoft. But the difference between Bitcoin and the Magnificent Seven is Bitcoin's an asset class. It's not a company. There's not enough room in the capital structure of those companies to hold $10 trillion or $100 trillion worth of capital. So Bitcoin's competing against gold, which is 10x what it is right now. It's competing against the S&P index. It's competing against real estate, $100 trillion plus asset class as a store of value. So we believe capital is going to keep flowing from those asset classes into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is technically superior to those asset classes. And that being the case, there's just no reason to sell the winner to buy the losers.
Well said from Michael Saylor. Why would you sell the winner to buy the losers? Doesn't make sense. Liquidity is going to keep coming into Bitcoin year over year, cycle over cycle, and Bitcoin is just going to keep going because it has no top. And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you in the cryptocurrency video.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks. And each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
And to piggyback on top of that, make sure you go ahead and get your free stocks. Who doesn't like free stuff? Right here, 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000. Use our link right here at MooMoo. And if you want some alpha, what we're dropping in our Patreon, join the Bitcoin Bros Club right here. Getting straight into it, what has happened since Trump's election? Trump's election led to a 30% price surge for Bitcoin. But all good things must come to an end. Are we going to get a correction? Well, right now, the fear and greed index is in extreme greed. Could we get a cooling off scenario? Well, let's look at this. Let's zoom out on this chart. We'll zoom in and show you what we see. So we put a high in on the RSI, then we put a lower high in. So let's just draw this line. And then we put a higher high in during that same time frame as far as the price action goes. This is a bearish divergence. So will we get a rollover? Will Bitcoin come back down and reset? Will it come back down into the 80s, 70s? Will we see these lower price actions during a bull cycle? This is a definite important level to pay attention to, 94, 95,000. But what we're seeing is a lot of calls for 100,000 plus by the end of 2024, which would be extremely bullish. So here's the bull case, because if you look at this line here in the RSI, these also connect almost perfectly. Look at that. You connect all these bottoms, bounce, 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 double bounce. Are we going to get a breakout from this level up here? If we zoom into this price action, we could see that this is some type of inverse head and shoulders pattern. You see maybe a shoulder here, a head, another shoulder. Where this takes us up to? This will take us up to a target of roughly 106,000. So that's a six-figure Bitcoin. Is that what's in the cards? And alt season is here. A lot of alts have been crushing the game over the past week. If you go to coinmarketcap.com and go over the 7-day, look what's been killing the game. Hedera Hashgraph, Kaya, Algorand, XRP, Ethereum Name Service, IOTA, Zcash, Theta, Zflare, and we're still going down. We're still in the 30 and 40% gain. So as we showed you alt seasons here, but it's just starting. how long can this last?
How long will the banana zone last for?
That depends on global liquidity. Normally, it lasts until about November because of this cycle. And we have different structures of these cycles. We had the last one, which it usually has a peak around tax season. So March, people have to sell some tokens to pay taxes. It falls for a bit and then it rips at the end of the year. Last time it fell 50% over that period in 2021. And then it ripped, but it didn't really extend. And everyone kind of got caught out. 2017 and 13, well, they were different. They had the same cycle structure. It went to the summer, 2017, Bitcoin 10x'd from there in 4 months. And that's the blow-off cycle. So we don't know what we're going to get, a stunted cycle or a blow-off cycle. But thinking about the political change and what's been going on, the probability has to be towards a blowout cycle. So that will be much higher price than everyone expects. Most people have PTSD from the last cycle. They don't want to overextend themselves, which usually means they'll sell early. So that's where we are.
There you hear from Raul Paul. And looking at the total three, what do we see? What do we anticipate? Pay attention to the total three. Total three is the alt market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, all alt market cap right now coming in at $1.5 trillion. So you can look at this a lot of different ways. And let's draw some Elliott waves just so you can see what the Bitcoin bros see. So this can actually be a 1 leg here. This could be a 2 leg. This could be your 3 leg. This could be your 4 leg. And this could be the 5th leg that is potentially getting ready to blast up. Now this can be drawn quite a few different ways. You guys see the micro scales within this as well. You see right here in the second leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction right here. So you have to pay attention to all these little micro and macro things that occur. Then we trade sideways. The first leg probably didn't start until about right here because we based out for a bit, had this pullback. Now we're amongst the third leg. And then this 5th leg, how high are we going to go? Now, per Elliott wave, you know, the 5th leg has to be as long as the first leg, but not as long as the third leg. So let's look at the extension. Let's look at the 1.618 technical target. We pull from the swing low to the swing high. Let's just map this to the line. And if we make this a little bit bigger, this 1.618 could go up to $1.47, $1.55 trillion. $1.47 trillion we see here. Could we overextend this? Most definitely. This is no guarantee. There's no receipts here, but look here. We also see some type of funky head and shoulders pattern that could be playing out that, you know, we need to pay attention to, because you see we have this bullish right shoulder. We have this continuation. If we pull from this swing low to the swing high and then pull this up, where would this take us up to? Take us up to right at the top of this fib extension level, right around $3.27 trillion. That's a technical target per, if that's an inverse head and shoulders pattern. That will take us up another 220% moves to the upside. Massive, massive moves to be had. So what's your take on this? Or do you think that we are done yet? Or are we just getting started? Bitcoin bros think we're just getting started. Why do we say that? Look at the previous cycle in 2021. We seen that we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But look at the RSI below. We had this high where we blasted up extremely high up to the 90 range. And look at this. This is textbook bearish divergence, because look here. The RSI put in a lower high, and once again, the price put in a higher high. So just if you knew these rules, become part of the Bitcoin Bros Club once again, it'd be that much more easier. So we haven't got really overextended yet, so that should be coming. And then if we get that pullback and then that blast off to the 5th leg, that would be the end of the cycle. So we still got some time left, guys. The fun has just begun. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate each and every one of you. With that, I'm out.